we go. And good morning, everyone. Okay. And we're back. Back on that grind. Mm-hmm. That should be fine.
Me to the edge, I'll fight back even more. Triumph to the right whose dreams of gold. I embrace a challenge, the ring it calls my name. The road I take will make me a champion. I'll be the one who lights the flame. I'll be
Honestly, I probably didn't even need that many, you know? Yeah, I don't think I need it. I can get rid of this one. Yep. I like the hot dogs idea. I saw this video, and I can't believe I never thought of it before. And how's it going, Mary? But I saw this video. It was like this guy that likes to cook stuff from like cartoons and anime and everything like that. He'll remake the recipe, and it was a Simpsons episode. And in the Simpsons episode, it's Homer as a kid, and he goes and gets some chili dogs from this one place. And the thing is, I never thought of it myself, but in the cartoon, the guy pours the hot dogs into the chili, and then he pours some beer or whatever into the chili too and cooks that up. And I'm just thinking to myself, and the guy does the exact same recipe on the like IRL recipe. He like copies the recipe. So he puts the hot dogs into the chili, pours some beer in there, and then stir it up, and then he serves it. And I was thinking to myself, holy shit, why have I never thought of cooking the hot dogs in the chili? And then there's people in the comments that are like, oh, I always cook my hot dogs in the chili. I never would eat it any other way. And I'm just like, damn. And for in the future, whenever I make chili dogs, I'm cooking my chili dogs in the chili. Cooking my hot dogs in the chili. I'm gonna give it a go. Cause that is a level that I have not peaked yet. Like I didn't even think about it. I did see a picture of that. I haven't hit that territory just yet. We're not that far gone. I'm gone, but not that far gone. Oh yeah, I think they're I remember someone mentioned about that. I think that was you. I remember someone saying it sounded kind of weird, but I was like, not too much, because a lot of barbecue uses Dr. Pepper. I can't remember who it was though. Could have been you. So I do remember someone talking about beans with Dr. Pepper in it. And I was like, they eating beans. I think I was live streaming and we were talking about it. Yeah, same. I don't think my secretary's ever coming back, to be honest. It's fine. They said they found better pay. I didn't pay at all. I don't know if that's a... I don't know how I should take that answer. It's probably looking to probably hiring an HR. Yeah, that'll work. Same thing. That's how they had to do my my wisdom teeth. When I got my wisdom teeth removed, since they were impacted or laying on their sides. For those that are wondering what impacted is. So when I got them removed, they had to basically cut it up and Yeah, I was asleep for mine. I don't know why they just can't knock us out for all tooth removal. Why is it just wisdom teeth that get the joy of anesthetics and being knocked out? Anesthesia.
We rise together as our destiny unfolds. We face the darkness and our trials are yet untold. Through the shadows of despair, oh, in silence hopes we share. Whoa, whoa, to chase our dreams that we've declared. We glimpse through eyes.
Oh, yeah, that's a place that I would want to go to if I was ever to get a tooth removed.
What they say, we'll find our way, we'll find our way. Hands up, the wheels are spinning across the plains and valleys deep to dawn. The wheels that sing an unending dream.
Cause fuck the other way.
The tracks are running across the plains where shadows hide. We run, we stride. In the face of fear and plight, and yet we hold our ground. Whoa, in life we stand stride. Our victory is found. In the storms
I'm
and we hope in the light of
I'll take that chance.
break free from chains and come.
Cause at least I know I'm out like a light. Can't see it coming, you know? I think that's the best way to go. Is in your sleep. That could be just me though, you know? There we go.
Break free, we chased our dreams.
There we go.
The starry night. In the face of God, we rose.
Let's make a deal. I mean, I suppose that makes things better. You know, you get to watch a show while they rip your teeth out. Guess it's solid. It's like free Hulu? Mind if I do? I'm not really good with celebrity names. I have to look up a photo of them. For me, names don't really stick unless it's like certain people. There's only a couple of celebrities that I actually know, and I'm like, oh, I know who that is, you know? I wouldn't be able to name them off the top of my head right now, but if someone was to mention them, I'll definitely let you know if I know them or not. And then some of them are like, oh, I gotta see a picture, and then I'm like, oh, I know who that is. Let's see. I feel like I've seen, yeah, I don't know who this guy is. I feel like I've seen Let's Make a Deal, but I don't know. I don't remember seeing him in anything, to be honest. Unless he's like a newer host for it. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it says comedian and actor. It's mostly because I think my biggest issue is I didn't really watch too much TV. Like I watched TV, but I was mostly just watching like, you know, cartoons and stuff until I moved out in when I moved out on my mom's in 2010. Since I had turned 18 and graduated, I pretty much moved out. Always been kind of the independent type. And I haven't had TV since 2010. Even for the apartment that I'm in right now, it came with cable, but the box and everything is still in the box and in the closet. So I just use internet more than anything else. It has its downsides, to be honest, because you don't really know any shows unless you see it like trending somewhere. Then you're like, oh, I should probably watch that. Yeah, those are the channels that I was always on. Comedy Central and Cartoon Network were my big ones. Cartoon Network was the biggest. I also like the Sci-Fi Channel, but that was because they used to have a thing called like Anime Mondays, and they used to show anime on there. And it was like a lot of anime that I probably shouldn't have been watching as a kid. One of them being like Vampire Hunter D and stuff like that. I think that's where I saw the Safe for Work version of Kite too. Everybody knows what kite is, or mezzo forte, I believe it was called back in the day. Can't remember which one was the safe for work and which one was just straight anti, you know. So speaking of which, the creator of that is creating a new anime, and it should be coming out within the next year or two, I believe. Yeah, then it was Kite that I watched as a kid on TV, and then I later stumbled upon the Forte one later on in my life as a kid who discovered internet for the first time. I'm cooked. I was cooked as a kid. It's a computer, just type porn. It really be like that. I feel like Kid Me was pretty cooked, pretty long gone, I'm gonna be honest. Damn, I should have auto grouped it. I should have grouped it to something different. Fuck. Don't worry, I still got this. Polygroups, auto group. There we go. So I need. Yeah, I had a little bit of that as a kid, finding like, you know, VHSs or maybe magazines. So I did have an older brother, but that was like the extent. Cause I was born in 91, so I didn't really get the full VHS experience, I suppose. So when did DVDs and stuff like that start being a thing? Big DVDs first came out like what, early 2000s, late 90s. '95. And it came out to the public in '97. So yeah, DVDs didn't really come out to the public till '97 and got DVD players. We had Blockbuster back in the day. I'll miss you, Blockbuster. That's what I was thinking, because I looked it up and it said that DVDs were made to the public in '97s, but I was like, I don't remember having VHS is a little bit longer. Maybe it was just to the public if you're rich, you know? Be kind, please rewind. Blockbuster was some good times. I remember going there and picking out like a game for my like N64 and stuff like that as a kid. Used to go to a Blockbuster like once or twice a month and get like, you know, a game or something. On, let me get a game or whatever. I had to beat that game within a week. We did have multiple VCRs. Mainly because I was taking them apart. I took apart the family computer. I took apart the VCR. I took apart the DVD player. They were still functional. I just took the case off more than anything else. And they were the ones that were in like my room. They're just Zbrush. I remember renting that one. That was the only way I was able to play that one. Let's see, which ones do I remember renting? It's kind of hard. Yeah, I can't even think about the games that I rented before. I know for sure I did rent Dirge of Cerberus because I never owned that game, but I have played it. So I'm pretty positive I rented it because I was the only one. Each family member, like my cousins and stuff like that, we all had like different consoles in a way. So if you wanted to play a certain console, it was like, oh, just go over to their house, sort of. And one set of cousins had like the Super Nintendo and all that stuff. And then the other one had like an Xbox. I had like the PS2 and I had the PlayStation, the Game Boys, Sega, and I had the Sega Genesis. The GameCube, I had the GameCube. I didn't get the Xbox till like way later. And then we had the PS2, PS1 and PS2. And then it was like around the PS2 kind of time frame when everyone in the family had like a PS2, so it didn't really matter after that. But before that, it was like I had the Sega Genesis and the N64. They had the Super Nintendo. and so on. I never had an Xbox 360. I only had an Xbox. My cousins had an Xbox 360. Good times. All the memories. I remember Dirge of Service being fun. I haven't really looked at the game since. I don't know if it's one of those games that I should try playing again in a new age, you know? So I feel like it was one of those games where it was great at it during its time, but now that I'm older, it's probably like just straight ass. Where I'm just like, man, how did I play this game? I'll put it right here. The fear of going back and playing old stuff. You don't remember if it was good because you're a kid or if it was actually good, and then when you go back and play, you're like, man, it did not age well. There's only a few games I can think of that kind of aged well, but most of those games were like PS2 era, not PS1. I think the ones that really aged well though would be like Croc and Crash Bandicoot, stuff like that. Sly Cooper. You know, the old school platformer games I think always do well. It's mostly like the shooter ones that typically don't do as well because they had like pretty bad controls. A lot of horror games are like that. They're still great, but just getting past the tank controllers is another story. When I was doing my Resident Evil run of all those games, I hated going back to playing the older Resident Evil games because of the tank controllers. I was like, damn, this is rough, bro. Code Veronica was the last one that I stopped at. I don't know if I want to go back. Please don't make me go back. Code Veronica just won't end. I remember playing that game a lot as a kid with my ex, but goddamn, I didn't remember being this painful. It's like the game just won't end. And I think I'm only like halfway through the game. I wish they did fix Zero. Resident Evil Zero isn't as bad because they did fix that to be more modern. It was Code Veronica hasn't got a remake though. So I wouldn't mind if they did a remaster of Code Veronica. If they do it the same way that they did for Zero. I don't get why, if that is true, you know. 5 isn't that old that it needs a remake. I think they should do like, you know, the other ones, but whatever. What do I know? I'm not a big video game company or anything like that. I don't know what the people want. They know what I want before I even know what I want. So they said, hey, you guys want a Resident Evil 5 remake? I'm like, damn, I didn't know I wanted that, but thank you. Thanks, Capcom. Code Veronica really does. Yeah, exactly. What do I know? Oops. Go. I think I kind of What would it look like if I... Oops. Could initially save some time with that, but it really just depends. Let's see.
And I believed in the strength of my friends.
It's like, why does this song sound familiar? Final Fantasy 15. Crazy.
I will.
Oh, it does not. So it's just there as a placebo. Just to make you feel like you did something. Is there more than one ending, or was it just that one ending? Like that ending was it? I guess it's one of those things where no matter what you do, things will just happen the way it does, and you just gotta accept it, you know? That game was pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of feel bad for well, I do feel bad for Indica, you know? Not even a kinda. But I also think the initial parts with like the guy and everything like that, she's definitely more of an impulse kind of person that doesn't think things through. She just goes off on a impulse. Dang. There's no reason to lie about the guy, because I'm pretty sure Dad would have understood, but instead she lied about it, and the guy got blown in half by a shotgun. So there's that. Her dad seemed like a pretty chill and understanding guy, so the thing that he was smoking out of seemed like he had a lot, so maybe he'll be fine. Sure, he'll be fine if she bummed the smokes. I don't even think those are his smokes anyway. I think he stole those smokes. Because I don't think you really get, you know, smokes on you and all that stuff whenever you're a convict that's escaping prison, you know? Because he was he was on the train crash with all the escaped felons, and some of them died. And then I knew that because whenever he saved us, and then we were trying to talk to him and everything like that, and then the cops came. When the cops that were transporting bodies saw him and were like, "Yo, what are you doing here?" And then they tried to apprehend him, but then he held a gun to us and made us take the bike, and that's how we kind of ended up with him, you know. So is it really stealing if it was stolen? If it was originally stolen? If you steal from a thief who stole that, is it still stealing? So moral of the story is they're both scums of the earth, stealing cigarettes. And he just got his karma for stealing the cigarettes by getting the cigarettes stolen from him. The thief of thieves defense. Gotcha. Let's be honest. You literally just cut off a dude's arm. I think I would probably want to steal a smoke off of someone too if I just got through amputating someone using a fish cutting machine. No anesthetics. No anesthesia. Oh, I keep saying. I mean, I guess anesthetics is the word. Sounds better if I said anesthesia. To be fair, she originally didn't start off as a nun. She was supposed to be wed off and everything like that to someone, and her dad did own a like a steampunk bike shop or whatever. So I think she was pretty well off with money. It's just probably the whole guilt of, you know, getting the guy that she was seeing on the side shot and killed that got her into becoming one. And I think she was only a nun for like maybe a year or two, like 2 years at most. Because she became a nun at 15. I don't know how long she was a nun for before she went off on the trip. So I would say that she's probably like around like 19 or 20-ish age-wise. Yeah. Early 20s. Yeah, because she became a nun at 15 after that incident. And then they said sort of like early 20s. She wasn't too far gone, because I feel like most of the nuns that were like that you're probably thinking of off the top of the head have been like nuns for like, you know, 30 plus years. There's a movie I watched a long time ago. Not long time ago. It was like a year or two ago. We watched a horror movie that was about a nun that joined like some church or whatever, and basically the whole premises of it was that they were being secretly used to give birth to like the devil or some shit. And then she was the one that actually was gonna have a baby or whatever. And they were like, oh shit. So everyone started kind of worshiping her or whatever in a way. And then some of them kind of like were against it, like I should be the chosen one, and they end up getting like killed and murdered by the priest that was in charge. It was a weird movie, I'm not gonna lie. It was a movie with Sydney Sweeney. That's what she was in the movie. What was it? It wasn't a great movie, I'm not gonna lie. But I like watching horror movies. It was Immaculate. That's the name of the movie. That movie was weird. Me and my friends like to watch a lot of horror movies sometimes in Discord. We were watching like a lot of them. We watched another one that was based on the house, the haunted house that actually existed. Forget the name of it. I always forget the name of it. But Sydney Sweeney was in that one. That's how I remember. It was a weird movie. A lot of it was in a different language too, because she was like can't remember what language they were all speaking, but she was like slowly learning the language while she was there too, because she came over from a different country, whatever, to be a nun there. The house one was based on a true story apparently that happened in Indiana, and it happened like in 2011 or whatever. And then there's like this famous like ghost hunter or whatever, guy that likes to go after supernatural and stuff. He bought the house and tried to figure out if it was actually haunted or not, and then due to how fucked up the situations he was in were, he was like, okay, I think this house is actually haunted and people weren't making shit up. So he barred off the house and then got it demolished. Sister Blister. It's a interesting name. Everyone's so creative. Uh-oh. What did I do? That makes sense. Why is my... Okay, that's weird. My canvas is messed up. I can... Where was it? I could just restart the thing too. I was looking for like maybe a refresh button. But I'll just do this. When in doubt, exit out. Bork. Bork, bork. I think I'll keep the inside portion. I'll just like move it to where it's not as visible, so that way it still gets that look of being full. But I'll probably separate it. Ah, shit. My brush is reset because I restarted my thing, but it's okay. I just remember. I remember. Here we go. Fixed. I learned that if I just use the side of the grab tool, not grab directly on it, I can kind of get the look that I'm going for. Yeah, swear words weren't really strong suit as a kid. Didn't even properly understand how they were used or what they even meant. I remember I got like mad at my teacher once when I was a kid. It was like early middle school, and I called my teacher a prostitute. Didn't even know what it really meant. Got in so much trouble. As you expect. Definitely wasn't in a way with that one. Filthy Hanzo main. I don't know if oh, okay, a kid. I was gonna say, I thought you were talking about yourself as a kid. I was like, I don't think you were a kid when Overwatch was a thing. A little confuzzled there for a second. I'm not gonna lie. And you adopted it, okay. It's a weird insult to adopt, but hey, more power to you, I guess. Oops. That is true. That is valid. I'll allow it. Okay. I like the 4 cheese more, or at least a 3 or 4 cheese, especially if you know how to categorize your cheeses. There was a thing I saw. I wish I would have saved it. Maybe I did. So I tend to save a lot of shit. There's like a way to categorize the different types of cheeses. It was like, I know one of them was funk. You want to grab like 1 from each type. You want to grab like 1 cheese from each type, and then boom, you have yourself like the perfect mac and cheese, you know? I wish I would have saved it, because it was literally just recently I saw it. I wasn't really paying too much attention at the time. Oh yeah, you need a, here it is. You gotta have the base, a funk, and then a sharp. So you got the base of like, you base of choosing like cheddar, Monterey, or American, and then you'll choose like a funk, and then you'll choose a sharp. You just go from there, and then boom, you got yourself a nice little. Nice little mixture there. You always need at least 3 cheeses for a good mac. 4 and you're just solid. I'm gonna probably butcher half of these names, but let's see. You got Goodyear, Raclette, and Fontana. For the funk. And then for the sharp, you got Parmesan, Parmigiano, and Asiago. But those are just examples of like a funk, you know? Probably could just look up funky cheese and choose from one of those, you know? Speaking of. Had to blow my nose. Feel it. You know, you feel like there's a big old boogie on the edge of your nose, and you're like, damn. I was like, speaking of funk, how do you get this out? I had to blow my nose. I'm not sick or anything, but, you know. When the boogie calls, it calls. I'm gonna just name this body and then put all this stuff in there. Novocaine. Got that good. Bro got the Novocaine. That's crazy. I was in a song by Frank Ocean. Novocaine, baby. Oh, am I not? There we go. Can't remember the last time I got that good. I think it was like 2017-ish. That was because when I was in the military. They give you medication for a lot of stuff, and my back is pretty bad. So I had medication and everything like that for my back. While I was also going through physical therapy. They're like, you got a back of an 80-year-old when they did the scans and shit. My back was cooked. Still is. But I guess I'm just used to it now, yeah. Mainly doesn't become an issue until I stand for long periods of time. But I've been doing like some exercises and stuff to strengthen lower back.
Feeding of the enemies, aiding me to sleep. Are you dreaming of love? Dedicate my life to save. No one could forgive. Are you dreaming of love? Dreaming of love. 같이 돌아와래てく人の視線が手の横に変わる There is never consequence for life 生まれては死を繰り返してゆく地獄と天の間に人間を混ぜ込む love と目に見えない hate と Truth behind the lies みたいな愛はいらない I know it's so easy to get lost here No, no one is invincible You can tell yourself you're wrong until you die Go and say that you're invincible You can tell yourself you're wrong Yeah, you can tell yourself you're wrong until we die Until we die No one ever cared enough to see what they don't believe Instead we learn to cheat what we could be If nothing ever make much sense 見えて見えなくなる現象 If heaven is a place on earth I know I don't belong No one is invincible You can tell yourself you're wrong until you die
I think I don't even need this piece, honestly. I don't think this song is good for YouTube. No, it's fine. Okay. I think this song was part of one of the Hoyoverse games. Not entirely sure. Let's see. Split. Yeah, I think it'll be fine like this. Oh yeah. I just got two. There we go. Like that. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. And bring this out some. Probably need to do a little inflate. A little bit. Maybe not. It's my first time making hair like this. I finally figured it out. I was talking about it yesterday. I was like, I don't really know how to use this hair brush that well. And then I was like, maybe after I watched the video a little bit more, because it's like a speed sculpt the way he does it. It kind of gives you like a general idea how it works and stuff like that. And then he does like a time lapse, and then Reed does a small little recap. So and there's some things that you do kind of miss that it doesn't really explain. But if you're like watching the time lapse, you can see him doing it. So it's like, oh, that's what he's doing. It's a 40-minute video. Sit there and watch the whole thing. And honestly, best 40 minutes. I got a lot off of it. This is me watching that same video multiple times too. You ever look up like stylized hair on Zbrush stylized hair? It's like the first one. And it's like a 45-minute video of making hair for Chun-Li. Honestly, I think I might be able to just mirror. Let me see. I do like a duplicate and then I mirror. delete a couple that I don't need. And coming with the move brush here. Nope, don't use smooth. The biggest thing is don't use smooth. I just gotta move things around and go into the finer details of things. I'll be able to move each one individually in a moment. Just kind of moving it as a whole first. And we'll see how this looks. Oops. If I don't like it, then I would definitely just go in and make the hair individually. I'm not against that, honestly. I probably honestly kind of prefer making each one individually, like just working on it side by itself, but we'll see. If it's not needed, then I won't, you know. Worry about and add in the stuff that I need to add in. Which I do think it looks a little too bent. I have to go in and I do like instant pudding. Never tried it with heavy cream though, but I have heard that before. I just never gave that a try, you know? It wasn't a recipe for banana pudding. banana wafer pudding. I saw like a thing for it, and one of the little side comments was that exact thing. It was like, if you want to add more depth to the flavor and everything like that, use like heavy whipping cream or something like that, or whole milk instead of the what's on the box. Same for like whenever you're making like cakes and stuff on the box and it asks for like water, you can use like milk instead. Oh, nice. Might have to give that a try sometime. Right now, the dessert that's on my to try list is, I saw a recipe for making your own Pop-Tarts. So I got the stuff on my not wish list, but my shopping list. I don't know why the in-store app calls it a wish list, and it's like, I'm not really wish listing it. I just use it as a grocery list, you know, because you can either make a list or you can add to your cart. And I usually just make a list in the app, so that way I have a list of all the things I want to buy. And it's really nice because the app also has like recipes in there too, and if there's a recipe that you see that you want to try, that you want to make, you can add the items. It'll populate all the items that you need that are in the store, and then you can add that to your list or your shopping cart, so that way you can make whatever it is that you need to make, so you don't have to go individually finding the items. It'll pull all the items for you. Of course, it has a weird way of choosing the items, so you do have to kind of look out for that, but not really a puff pastry. I mean, they're kind of the same, but more of like, you know, a Pop-Tart. You know, as a kid, you get a little toaster, put it in a toaster, and you got yourself a little Pop-Tart or everything like that. Pretty much the same as that. Which I guess would be kind of a puff pastry, if you think about it. The recipe uses the main things to make it is you just get the pie crust, like the Pillsbury Doughboy pie crust or whatever, and it comes in like 2, and then you lay the first one down, and then you grab like your choice of jelly or jam or whatever, and you add cornstarch to it, so that way it kind of thickens properly, and then you mix that up, and then you just layer it on the top of the one of the pastries, the pie crust, puff pastry, or whatever you want to call it, and then you place the other pie crust on top of that, and then press it on all the corners with like a fork or whatever, and then poke some holes in the top, and then put it in the oven, and then you got yourself a Pop-Tart or puff pastry. And then they have like a recipe for like making the icing, which is pretty much crushed dried strawberries mixed with some oil, and I think they use like coconut oil. And then there is not brown sugar, but powdered sugar. And then boom, you got yourself a Pop-Tart. You just cut it like a pizza. It's not really square shaped, but you can make it square shaped, I'm sure. Which I'll probably end up doing. I'll probably just end up making it square shapes, like little squares. I'll rearrange the pie crust to be more square than round, and then I'll be able to cut that into like smaller. I'm probably gonna cut it into like squares before I add the stuff. Then I'll make each one individually from there. And then there is a another recipe that I'm going to make, which is a let me see. A Turkish pasta that I saw. And I have all the stuff for that. Well, I have it on my list. Whenever I go grocery shopping, I'll grab it so that way I can make it. But on the list of things to make is a Turkish pasta, the Pop-Tarts. Let me see. What was the others? A chili. I was gonna make chili. And a tuna casserole. Those are the things that I have on my list to make. And mine, each one's gonna last me at least like four days or whatever. Because whenever it says like it serves 2 or 3 or 4, that's how many days I'd be good for with it, honestly. So if something says serves 2, that's 2 days worth of food for me. If it serves 4 days, and so on. So those things should last me at least 2 weeks, 1.5 weeks. I'll put the Turkish pasta. I'm gonna use lamb, ground lamb. You can use whatever ground meat that you want, but I'm gonna use lamb. And it's on TikTok. If you just look up Turkish pasta, it pops up on TikTok. It's apparently some popular pasta dish that's been popping off lately. I forget the name of the person. It was like Anne's Turkish pasta or something. And I saw it and it looked really good. Someone else, well, the one that I'm making is the one that I thought looked really good, and it was like a mixture of 2 different recipes. It used like Greek yogurt, which was the common one, but normally they just use Greek yogurt, garlic, minced garlic, and salt. But this person also added like half a lemon to that. I think that was like the biggest difference that they did. And they also did something else, some other stuff, but they didn't cook the meat until it was crispy. The ground meat until crispy. I'm gonna cook the ground meat until crispy. Which was part of the original recipe, was to cook until crispy. They didn't really specify the lemon, so I'm just gonna assume a regular lemon. Yeah, it didn't specify the lemon, unfortunately. It just says juice from half a lemon. But yeah, that's the plan for. I just gotta go grocery shopping, get the stuff. I'll probably go grocery shopping tonight after I do my nightly stream, because I have no food in the kitchen right now. I mean, I have stuff, but nothing to make like a meal, more like to make a snack. If I wanted to make a sandwich, I can make a sandwich, you know. I see. I think I'll bring this up. think I'll just remake that one. Yeah. I think it's fine. It's just this piece right here that I'm not a fan of. This one right here. Oh. So I'll delete that. I do like right there. think I'll do something like that. That way I can. Maybe. I think my biggest issue with this so far is these two do look a little odd. I think I could probably fix it if I just made them anew. But we'll see.
Mend your pace, sway to the beat, hands up, embrace who you wanna be. We're reaching heights unseen. Whoa, whoa. Feel the fire deep within. You're the key to where my
It's mostly due to the way that I moved them, to be honest.
leave it all behind. Get ready now. Rise up into my world. Renew your definition. World so high. Let me show. And hear my declaration. No more ties.
And there's
Off the ground and tap your feet. Look, stars are near when you feel the beat. We're bound for a greater height. Whoa. Take a leap into the place. Don't lose yourself in mundanity. Join my dream, it is the right time. Whoa. Leave it all behind. Get ready now. Sing along. Welcome to my world. Renew your definition. World so high. Let me show. And hear my declaration. No more ties. Leave it all behind.
I think what's causing a lot of the issues here is because there's overlap going on here. I think once I fix the overlap, it'll probably you don't want too much overlap. I think I'll just remake this one. Or Probably don't even need it, honestly. Let me delete that. Okay. Yeah, didn't even need it. Looks way better without. Okay. There's overlap here. Okay. Shit.
Two hands meet at zenith. Nothing comes between us. Dancing like ballerinas under the moonlight all night long. How these plain and simple scenes get painted so vividly by you. I just wanna stay with you. Always watching over me, somehow you make me feel invisible. Power to my soul, yeah. Easy things that used to bother me, 'cause your existence just lights me up, yeah. You always got my back, and of course I got your back. Don't you worry about that now. It's been a good day, good night. It's gonna be a good day, good night.
Within the inner heart I plead for you to talk to me. I wanna hear all the good and bad news stories you had. As I drift across the sky, the hour hand turns high. So good night, let me sing a lullaby. I'll be singing, baby.
I have. I used to play Skyrim a lot. Funny thing is, I've never beaten Skyrim. It's always the same thing. I mod the shit out of it. They say go find the Greybeards, and I never go find the Greybeards. So my story always says go find the Greybeards while I'm off halfway across the map doing something totally different. Talk about side questing. That game has me side questing. I'll go find the Greybeards one day. One time I was like halfway up the mountain to get to the Greybeards. I think that's pretty good. I've been having random dragons in mine. I even got, they even tried the random recruitment and stuff like that too, with the letter with the hand on it and all that stuff. So maybe I went further than the Greybeards and I just only remember the Greybeards. So I remember there were random dragons spawning. It's just been so long since I played, to be honest. Time is it? 32? Okay. Good times. I don't even know if I have the patience to play Skyrim anymore, to be honest. So I used to play it like non-stop, but that was back in when I used to be playing like I used to play Minecraft non-stop too back in the day. It was like I woke up, rolled out of bed, got on my computer and just played Minecraft and Skyrim all day. And that was my life. So now to the point where I'm like, I wouldn't say I'm burned out on Minecraft, but I definitely do gotta change it up every time I play it because I will like literally just get bored of it so quickly now. And that's why right now I'm playing it with the Cobblemon mod. And honestly, it doesn't even feel like playing Minecraft anymore. It just feels like I'm playing Pokemon, which I like. So it keeps me wanted to keep playing it because the mysteries, you know, you never know what Pokemon you're gonna come across. And we found Pallet Town in the mod, so if Pallet Town exists, I know the other ones exist too. This is mainly the Kanto regions. I do have a war turtle. I didn't get it as a Squirtle, I caught it as a war turtle. But it does let you pick from all the starters from up to like the latest game. And for the starter, I picked the Rowlet, which is the owl. I'm gonna go the dark type version when it evolves. I am quite happy with my War Turtle. I got me a Pikachu, a War Turtle, a Rowlet, Dreepy, and a Ghastly. Trying to get that Blastoise. Big boy Blastoise. Like the song. I wonder why. What's up with this? Let me see. That's why they have dynamic applied. I'm blasting over here. Big boy Blastoise. They also got it to where you don't have to make like a flying machine or a boat or anything. You can just hop on the back of your Pokemon, which is actually pretty cool that they incorporate something like that. Okay. I only want it in certain spots, which I guess is fine. I can. I mean, I need. Like up to here. Just need to fill in that one spot right there. I'll just fill in that one spot and then we'll be good. One more. Yeah, much better. And then I don't need this piece anymore. And bam. We did it. Guess I'll just do some final touches tomorrow. And then we're gonna go into our next project on Monday. Pretty happy with this, honestly. And just merge all that into one. Auto regroup just in case. Well, auto group, yeah.
Who am I? Am I not unique? Maybe I'm not here at all. But the fakers blinding us with lies that break us all the soul. Can we make a difference? If we don't break the here.
Okay. Yeah, happy with that. It's a good spot. So at the end for the night. Well, not for the night, but for the day. I do appreciate when they came out today. Hope you all enjoyed the stream. I'm gonna call it here. It's about time for me to start getting ready for work anyway. I got like 10 minutes left, so need time to go get me something to eat and then eat and then go to work at 2, because I go to work at 2 p.m. and it's like 12:50 p.m. so I got like an hour and 10 minutes, you know. My lunch break is what it should be. Sometimes I don't end up lunch breaking, I just end up going straight to work or something and then working and getting off. But you know how it is when you pick and choose your own hours. Sometimes you're like, I just want to get it out the way, but we'll see. I do appreciate when they came out today. I'll be back tomorrow, which is Wednesday, and we'll do the finishing touches to her and everything like that, and then go from there. So mainly I'm going to fix up the hair a little bit more, maybe add in some like some strays, random strands of hair, you know, bring some more life to the hair, fix up the horns, and then I probably won't really poly paint this. I'll probably just keep it like as is. So I kind of like this whole this gray look with the red eyes, and that's pretty much it. I kind of like that look, so we'll see. I might just keep it like this, you know, be a good future profile picture, you know. Yeah, angle it that way and turn the head a little bit in the eyes, add more life to it than looking straight ahead. But yeah, I appreciate it when I came out today. Hope you have a wonderful day. I'm Nix, and I'll be signing out. You have a good one. Bye.